Welcome to the ultimate backstage pass, the pulsating heart of the high school sports universe. Get ready to rock with the gang from the Corner to Corner podcast as they take their sports obsessions to new heights. Meet the dream team, Sean Kiper, Neil Payne, Adam Muncy, Wes Crouch, and Darren Stevens, as they unpack the secrets, emotions, and triumphs that light up our local sports heroes. Whether you're gearing up for a game or unleashing cheers from the stands, get ready for an exclusive scoop that'll knock your socks off. It's showtime!
Tonight on North Maysville, guys. Welcome to the From Corner to Corner Coaches Corner, presented by Insert Your Business Name Here.
Nope. We have a change.
What?
We have a change.
We have a change?
We have a sponsor.
Who?
The Win City Sports Card Coaches Show.
Wow.
How about that now?
Okay, well, let me do this again.
Start over.
All right. Welcome to the From Corner to Corner Coaches Corner, presented by Win City Sports Cards.
I like it.
It's pretty cool. This is episode 252. Sean likes always making sure that, and he's wrong because it says 254. He can't even do the notes right. So this is episode 254. Thanks for joining us. Before we get started, we'd like to take a moment to thank all our sponsors who we are honored to be working with. Community Trust Bank, Khemsoft, the sponsor of our Montgomery County Athlete of the Week, Win City Sports Card, the new sponsor of our Coaches Corner, Tutu Sweet Treats, sponsor of our Dog of the Week, CRC Renovations, Kentucky Realty Group, Jacobs Auto Body, Kelwell Commissary, and Simply Secure, the sponsor of our road show, and Brent We Hunt, Kentucky Farm Bureau in Frenchburg, sponsor of the Athlete of the Month in Menifee County. If you're tuning in for the first time, please take a moment, then like our pages, subscribe to our pages, share our pages, do all the things, guys. That way your friends don't miss out on all of the good stuff that's coming up and all the great interviews that we have ahead. So joining us tonight, actually two of the people here don't need any introduction. They're here, it seems like, every other week. Joining us tonight is Coach Loren Parks with runners Aubrey Godin, Payton Burgess, Aiden Manley. Coach, runners, welcome to the show. Well, I mean, Payton and Aubrey are here every other week, it seems like. So they're old vets, so if y'all get nervous, just defer. They know what's going on. So, Coach, why don't you tell us how the season has gone?
We started out the season with a lot of athletes. As the season went on, we ended up with maybe 14, I think, athletes we had. Lots of those are middle school kids. We have a small team. We compete with other spring sports, so sometimes that's hard. I think it's went great. These three have been, ever since I've been here, they've been part of the track team, and they keep it going. They're kind of my leaders of the track team. They help me with all the other athletes who are young as well. So it's been a great season. These three made it to state. That was their goal from the beginning. They made it. We had any problems this season? Pretty good season.
Payton says no.
It was a pretty good season, I think.
They don't complain. They don't complain about anything. I don't know if you've ever been to our track that we don't have, but
I've driven past it a few times.
Well, the kids, they practice every day. They don't complain about it, which is amazing to me because we could complain a lot, but they don't. They get right out there and do their stuff, and they're pretty awesome kiddos. We've had a great season.
Well, good.
Pretty proud of them.
So let's find out what you all are going to state in. Aiden, we'll start with you.
I'm going for a long jump this year.
Long jump. So what's your best so far?
So my PR is 19.3.
That's pretty good distance. I mean, so was that this season?
That was this season. It was at the second meet of the year, I think. My state qualifying jump was 19 1.5 inches, and that put me at third in the region. But then it qualified me to go to state still. So
Okay. Well, so going to the state, what will your goal be at the state?
Well, first of all, I'm just really thankful to be there. That was my goal all season, just to make it to state. And I'm really just going to take the time to take it all in and just thank God for the opportunity to be there in the first place. And
Absolutely.
just enjoy it. Jump the best I can. Not going to sweat it if it doesn't go how I planned it, but just be happy to be there. maybe a podium visit. That'd be great. But all in all, just thankful for the opportunity.
And you are in what grade?
I'm a junior.
Junior. So I mean, if you don't do as well as you'd hope next year, hopefully you have another opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm always. My son was involved with track last year, so it was my first time being around track. Long jump and triple jump are two of the things that confuse me the most because there's lines that you can run to and you can't run past them, and you got it's weird. So how did you get into long jump?
Well, I came to track for like freshman years when I got started into it. It was after basketball season, and to be honest with you, I tried some distance running. I tried some sprinting. Those workouts were hard. Then I went to jumping, and I felt like I enjoyed playing in the sand. So that was
Right. Got to relive your childhood a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how I really got into that. It's really just kind of been a passion ever since. I sprint a little bit too, but jumping's definitely my main thing that I really love to do.
Okay. All right, Payton. What about you? What are you going to say?
I'm going to stay in high jump, 300-meter hurdles, and 100-meter hurdles.
Okay. So let's talk about your best in high jump.
My best was at regionals, and I cleared 410.
I mean, if you're gonna do it best at regionals, is a good time to do that. So how did you do at regionals in high jump?
I won. Regional champ for high.
No big deal. I won. So let's talk about hurdles. Real quick, do you ever trip and fall? Skin yourself all up?
I've only hit one hurdle this season, but I did not fall.
Okay. You just ran through it?
Yeah.
Can you run through the hurdles? Like, are you allowed to run through the hurdles?
You can, as long as you don't hit them with your hand.
Okay, so you just like body the hurdles.
Yeah.
So how did you do in your hurdle events?
I got second in 300 meters hurdles, which is also where I did hit the one hurdle. And then I got third in 100 hurdles.
So you think if you didn't hit the hurdle, you'd have won?
No.
Oh.
She's really
smoking
fast.
you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And before you got broken up, Aubrey, because you came in on crutches, what did you qualify in?
Shot put.
Shot put. So hold the ball and you just chuck it.
Yeah.
So how far have you thrown?
After 32-11.
That sounds pretty good. How much does the ball weigh?
8 pounds.
So you threw an 8-pound ball almost 33 feet. Is that your best?
Yes.
Do you think you could do that one-footed?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, Wes. You don't throw with your feet.
Well, I know, but I mean, you do have
You
to
get
do the whole,
momentum, right?
Do you do the whole turning around and?
No, I don't spin. I just I put my right first, backwards.
Yeah.
And then my left foot, and I do a little shuffle, and I turn, and I throw it.
How do you put your right foot backwards? Maybe that's how you broke it.
Is that called the shot? Is that called the shot put shuffle?
Okay, so your foot you're okay. I was like, well, maybe now it all makes sense. You threw 32-1, is that what you said?
11.
11. See, there was 2 ones.
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah, close.
See, and she blamed Payton for breaking
It was
her foot.
because she turned her
Because she
foot
turned her
backwards.
foot backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is not Payton. It was.
So, Coach, how long have you been coaching?
This is my third year.
So, how did you get into coaching track? Was it by default?
Well, I ran whenever I was in high school.
Okay.
And then I started as assistant coach. And then our head coach at the time left. So I just kind of filled that in, and we've just been going with it, I guess.
So, you talked about the track or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Did I see that the track is coming in at the new field?
Yes, we are getting a brand new track. It's going to be done at the end of July, 1st of August, hopefully. It's pretty awesome. We hope to have several meets there next year. So you guys will have to come up and visit.
We definitely are going to come out there.
It's going to be awesome. It's pretty awesome. We have a soccer field inside.
Yep.
So.
Awesome. So, Aiden, are you hoping to be the first person that plays in the sand?
Absolutely, yeah. Nobody's jumping in that pit before I got it for sure.
So, we know how these three have done. They've had a fantastic season. Are there any other athletes that maybe have surprised you or have performed pretty well for you?
Yeah, well, like I said before, we had about 13, 14 athletes. I think we took 13 of those to region. We brought home 15 medals. So, I mean, it's pretty awesome. We have a lot of young ones, a lot of them that's never ran before. We actually threw a relay team together. One of our little guys plays baseball. He doesn't get to come a lot. He was going to region. We made up a relay team. Our team hasn't done a relay team all year. they actually placed and got a medal in that. So that was pretty amazing
Right.
to me. I was like, okay. So they really show up. I mean, they like to. Sometimes at practice I get worried about them, but at meets they always show up. So I'm very thankful for that because they make me nervous.
Sure. So being a small team, how did you perform team wise in the regional?
We did pretty good. Payton was competing for the highest point in the girl division. She just barely missed that, so I thought that was pretty cool to be from a small school. We had a few less girl athletes this year than we did last year. So last year our girls team was regional runner ups.
Wow.
Yeah, so we just didn't have enough girl athletes for that this year. Our boy team was up though. We just had a lot of new ones, so we're hoping next year that's something we're really going to work on and compete for, and hopefully bring home another trophy to sit in the office.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. So when state's coming up when?
Thursday
and it's where?
at the University of Kentucky.
Okay. And have the three of you ever been to state before? They're like,
Yeah. These two
You know who
had,
you're talking to?
yeah.
So you went and shot put before?
Yeah, I went my 8th grade year.
Okay. And how far did you throw it in 8th grade?
28.
So you've gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Payton, what about you? What'd you go and say?
The 4x8, and I've been for 300 hurdles and high jump.
Okay. So 4x8 is a relay, correct?
Yeah.
So you run 200?
4 people run 800 meters.
Dang, I was thinking it was combined 800.
I wish. We did do one of those. Wait, we
That
went
would
to
be the
state for that.
4x2, wouldn't it?
You all went to state for that?
Yeah,
That would
I
be-
went to state for that too. Sorry, I forgot.
I mean, you go to state so much.
She doesn't love that 4x8 though. That's not.
I'd much rather do the 4x8 than the 4x2.
So, did you tell me where state was going to be?
It's at Kentucky, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what's that like? I mean, it's got to be just a crazy day.
It's massive. Like, there's so many people there. It's like 90 degrees. It's always so hot.
So, I mean, I heard your AD over here talking. That's the hottest weekend or the hottest week of the year.
Yeah. Last year, you could feel the heat coming up from the track and like burning the bottom of your feet when you were running.
So that just means you got to run really fast.
Yeah. It definitely makes you move faster.
And how hot do you think that sand pit's going to be?
That's what I was just thinking.
It's like, I don't know. Actually, I think I might get back to
Jumping
running.
in lava. Wonderful.
So, how many teams? I mean, obviously there's 16. There's 16 regions, so there's at least 16 teams. How many teams go to region? You think? I mean, to state. I apologize.
So I don't even know. I've never actually even thought about that. How many teams that we have? I know there's a lot. It's all the Class A, so they'll do the Class A on Thursday. The 2A will be Friday. The 3A will be Saturday. So, but it's something that we're not used to. The meets that we go to, it's kind of laid back. If if event starts at 9, it may be 10 o'clock or whatever. The state meet is not like that. It's very strict, and that's something. And that's what I was just telling Aiden before. I'm not even allowed to be down there. The coaches are not allowed to be down there. It's just the athletes.
Wow.
So
like that doesn't really seem to make any sense.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's like, Coach, I'm sorry, you can't be down there with your athletes. You gotta be in
yeah,
the box.
so it's really different for them. It's different for me because I'm doing all the hand motions and trying to tell them, and they're just looking at me. They're like, I don't know what she's saying. So it's very, and you're running around behind a fence. You can only go to a certain spot, and regions like that too. I almost got kicked out of region one year for going over the spot you're supposed to be at. Well, I didn't know. So I will not be doing that on Thursday. I will be in the bleachers minding my business.
So they do break it down into classes for track.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's got to make you feel pretty good going into, everything's broke down into all the small schools are together.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome. And if you've never been, it's something to definitely go to. There is some fast kiddos in
Right.
the Class A. Let me just tell you, and it's so much fun. It's super quick and it's just a lot of fun. It's either storming or really hot though, so just prepare.
Well, I think you're
Every-
going to actually luck out this year because it
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be 70
And
degrees.
he's the jinx, so I promise you it will now be 110.
No.
So before we learn more about Menifee Track, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. But before we do that, a couple weeks ago when we were on at Win City Sports Cards, Matt gave us a couple boxes of sports cards to give away. So we're going to start giving those away today. the way we're going to do that is I'm going to ask a commercial question.
A commercial question.
A trivia question as we go to commercial. So it is kind of a commercial question.
Sorry.
And Darren is over there monitoring the comments. So the first person that correctly answers the question will get to have their choice of the box that they get. So the first question is, these are all baseball questions, by the way.
Oh, Sean.
Which team has yet to appear in the World Series? All right, and we're coming back from commercial break. Hopefully, we got an answer.
We're back.
I'm going to go on and give the answer. If Darren, can you tell us that we already had an answer?
Nicky Dotson,
And they said
Seattle Mariners.
the Seattle Mariners is correct. So make sure you message Darren there and let him know what box of cards you'll like. We'll make sure that we will get those to you. So
You want to tell them since they can't see those?
yeah, we have a Topps Chrome UFC, a Bowman baseball, and
Goodwin champion.
see, you could have done that. You're looking at them. And Goodwin champions, whatever that means. I'm not a card collector. So we just talked about, your individual success. What's your favorite meet that you've run at this year? So we do have you guys here. We've talked about your individual success. What is your favorite meet that you ran at, competed in this year? And I'll start with Aubrey.
Well, I've only been to like 4 because of softball and shit.
Okay.
Aubrey would be 5. Picked track over softball. But at one of them, I think it was Bath County or Morgan County one is when I threw my PR. So that was my favorite.
Well, it can't be both.
But it was Bath.
Bath County. Okay.
Or,
I know, but it can't be both.
well, obviously. Didn't know which one it was.
Maybe she threw it twice.
She could have. All right, Payton.
Think about it.
You got to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know which one I did the
I mean, it sounds like Regents was your favorite one.
What about the Moco when it was about 30 degrees?
Not that one. Yeah, probably regionals.
So they had a track meet, and you all may have been there last year at Montgomery County, and it decided to monsoon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we were
Mayor's-
there.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
It was
Like, and then they just wouldn't cancel it. It's like it's monsooning. There is rivers running through the parking lot.
Never has good weather. I feel like. No.
they don't cancel track meets unless it's lightning, and they really don't like to do it then.
The year,
Last year,
year before that, it literally snowed. and
Yeah.
My toes were numb.
yeah.
So it's
Like, so forget this. I'm not running anymore. Coach, what's been your favorite meet all year?
I love Bath County just because it's a close meet for us. That's where Aubrey said that was her favorite meet. That's where she got her PR. She actually the way their facility set up, the shot put is down below, so she came running at me. I mean, she usually don't run that fast in practice, but she was running at me. Yeah, she never has shoes at practice, but she was running at me. I thought, oh my gosh, something's wrong. Like, where's my first aid kit? What's going on? She's like, I got my PR. So just seeing, I wish that we would have recorded how she acted, but it was pretty.
The all area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I won the all area.
Yeah, she is.
So why don't you ever have shoes?
Well, because I forget tennis shoes. I just don't really.
How do you
care.
forget shoes?
She doesn't love the warm up
I
laps
don't love running. I hate running so much. So if I have to, I run in Crocs.
or house shoes. She's running house shoes
Or just
before.
no shoes and socks.
Mhm. She's telling the truth.
Hey, I run them.
Says a basketball and softball player.
Yeah.
So do you,
Soccer, but
Yeah.
I hate running.
yeah, soccer. Do you play defense? Never mind. Never mind. I was answered before I was even because
There was that one time.
No.
Load it.
Aiden, what about you?
I would definitely have to say the regional meet because that kind of feels like what the whole year is, what you're working towards there is the regional. Like every meet is really not, I wouldn't really say a practice, but kind of a practice up into that. And it's just fun to see everyone on the team perform their best at it because it seems like everybody PRs at that. It's where everybody kind of peaks in the season. And a lot of the younger guys and people on the team, they all seem to just come out and do their best and get big PRs at that meet. It's just really fun to see and really fun to be there. Kind of just feel the moment, get that adrenaline when you're competing.
Where was Regents?
Prestonsburg. We actually had it 2 different places. So Aubrey had to throw at McGoffin. And then we had to go to Prestonsburg for the running and jumping. So it was a very long day. But every athlete on our team did get a PR that day. So
That sounds like a terrible travel to go to Prestonsburg.
it wasn't the best.
No.
Did you hear what she said though? Every athlete got a PR at Regions.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Some of them got multiple PRs. Yeah. It was awesome. I may change mine. That might be my favorite meet too, like Aiden.
Yeah.
So come next year, Regions can just be at home.
We hope. That's our hope. Our athletes have never even had a senior night or anything like that. So they've always had that disadvantage. So we're hoping for big things next year. We'll see, hopefully.
So, as softball player, basketball player, soccer players, all of the other sports, there's always one team that you just want to crush, right? Is it the same in track? Is there always some team?
Yes, it is.
You will say yes.
It is.
So, Aiden, is there always a team that when you show up and you're like, oh, they're running, I'm beating that dude today?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they represented on the back wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say in track, it's usually not a particular person. It's just what's on the front of their jersey you want to beat. So, because everyone at track meet seems to be really cool most of the time, and you're friends with a lot of people, but you still want to compete.
Is it the jersey right there?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay, I figured.
There's three of them now.
There's three of them.
Just beat all of them.
Basically, anybody that's talking about Round County down here. Aubrey. I threw you off. I looked at Payton and I said, Aubrey. What team?
At regionals, it's Park County because she has she throws more than me, but normally it's Bass County.
So, how much further does she throw than you?
Well, I'm pretty sure her PR is like 35 or 36, but I got lucky and she threw 32 at the regionals. So.
Maybe you just had a really good day and she got scared.
She threw for me.
Maybe she knew that you were going to have a really good day and got scared. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Could have been all the different balls that you used that day.
So our shot put, mine and that girl's, but neither of them weighed in right. So me and her switched through like 4 or 5 different shot puts to try and find which one weighed the same as ours. And it was horrible.
They all weighed the same, but Aubrey did not like those.
No, because they're not just my ball.
So you have a special ball that what makes your ball so special?
Well, I've used it ever since I was in like 7th grade.
Okay, but why does it make it so special?
Well, because it's the same one I've always used. It's just normal. It's like I'm used to it. It's not special.
It just fits perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Guys.
How heavy is a shot put ball?
8 pounds. We've already asked that question.
I didn't hear that.
For a boy, it's 12 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. 8 pounds.
It's like throwing a baby.
And it's a whole lot.
Like a newborn. It's like chucking a newborn.
I mean, okay. Okay.
So for all you out there in Facebook land, it's shot put is like chucking a newborn.
And that's why we have been filmed.
That's
We'll
right.
never know.
Never know. It's like chucking a baby.
Do you have a name for your shot put ball?
No.
What?
You need to.
Well, we need the name. Your name.
Earl.
I have a new one now.
Why?
Because mine isn't weight right.
Well, let's make it way.
So you've
You
chipped.
can't add pounds to it. You can't add pounds to a big old.
So you've chipped it enough to where it's like 7.5.
It's supposed to be 4 kilograms. So mine was like 3.87, I think. The girl that from Pot County was 3.99, and they wouldn't let her use it.
Well, because it's not 4 kilograms.
Yep.
Jerks. So Aubrey, messed you up again. Hey, what team do you always want to beat?
Half.
No doubt. I mean, there's no any
That was
event
pretty
you
quick.
show up in and Bath's there, you like, I want to beat these dudes.
Yeah. Well, just because they compete really well.
They compete, or you all compete against them really well.
No,
I compete against them really well.
Well, I think they compete with us really well too. It's like a good competition.
Okay.
I think it's because we're so close. They're right next to us, and they used to be in our. They used to be 1A, so now they're 2A. So we don't have them at region. But
So you all are right on a line for a different region because I know us and I think Morgan and was Bath in your all's?
they were in ours, and then
They
they got
were
moved up to 2A.
Okay, because I remember seeing some of the regional
Say.
yeah, the regional help me.
Words are
I don't
hard.
know what you're talking about. Alignment,
No, whatever.
standings.
But it looked. I think you went
Brackets.
to Morgan County
Yeah.
to compete, and that we're with all the Lexington group, and they all had to go all the way up to. And I was like, wait, there's a definite line. I guess you all are considered more east.
Yeah, I
Then
guess so. Yeah, we usually are all at the same meets. All of us, Beth, Morgan, McGoffin,
Right.
all those. We're all at the same meets usually. But there's just not a lot of people that have tracks anymore. So
this is very true.
the meets are limited to where you can go, and
Not us though. We ain't never had one.
we're gonna get
Go
one.
on,
though.
you're gonna have one.
Why do you think schools are losing their track?
Results. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
I thought you were answering the question for it. I was like,
They're
what is
losing their track because of the
Right.
results.
It's a lot of maintenance. It's a lot of upkeep of it, and schools are just not. It's just really hard for them to do that. I know, like McGoffin and Morgan, we usually go there several times a year, and Morgan only had one meet because of their track. They have to have it resurfaced. You know, regardless what you do, you have to have it resurfaced every few years, and it's just a lot of upkeep, really. And I think that's hard for schools, and because all the meets that we go to, these teams have humongous track teams. So I mean, I think it's just an expense.
So, Aiden, we know the ladies here play multiple sports. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I play basketball.
Okay. So if you had to pick basketball or track, what are you picking?
What are you picking, Aiden?
Put you on the spot, man.
Can't make me do that. Come on now.
No.
I love both. I really can't pick. I'll say there's a season for both, and I'm dedicated to both during season. So when it's basketball season, I'm completely locked in and dedicated to that. When it's track season, I'm completely locked in and dedicated to that.
You know what Aiden is? He's a politician.
That's right.
That's a really good answer.
Great answer.
That it's like, here's what I'm going to say.
To compete with FFA a little bit though.
Yeah, I'm heavily involved in FFA.
Okay, so what do you do to FFA?
So I'm our chapter's president. I'm also the Licking River region president. So I just have to go to a lot of meetings for that. I go to board meetings a lot too and do a lot of competitions. So I just have to practice for that a lot and be a lot of places sometimes.
Do you show also?
I do not show any animals, no. So in FFA, there's livestock kids that are involved in that. And then there's like career development kids who are involved in like career development contests, and then there's leadership development contests like speeches and things in that kind of area. And that's more of like my focus. I give speeches and
Makes sense.
do interviews, things in that kind of aspect.
Gotcha.
He is practicing right now. He's doing very well.
He's
So-
using Mr. FFA hours.
So
That's where you learn the politicians.
right. So where's your favorite place that you've had the opportunity to speak?
Oh, so this past year I went to the Farm Bureau Outstanding Youth Contest at the Galt House in Louisville, and you get to speak in front of a lot of people there, and that's just an awesome experience. I think that was amazing. So that has by far got to be my favorite place.
Okay. So, Coach, we know the grades of the runners you brought with us. You said 14. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Did we have any seniors?
We did not have any seniors.
So you get to return at least, fingers crossed, all 14 runners,
Yes.
and hopefully we can get some more out.
Yes, we are going to start. We're working on trying to get where we have the new track, we're getting elementary and middle school running. So me and Alfred are going to work that out. He's very excited about that.
You know, he was quite the track star back in the day.
Yeah,
I know he doesn't look like it, but he was quite the track star.
he's very excited.
Did you all compete in all? Did you do everything, or is there any other? Is there any specific area of track that you all didn't do?
We do not do pole vault.
Okay.
That's something we've never had. We are getting it. So with pole vault, you have to be have a different training. So I'm excited to go through all that. So I told the kids all of them are going to try pole vault.
Sure.
So We expect to have some school records.
Wait, no.
I won't show up that day.
Then it'd be the next day. Then it'd be the next day.
We're gonna have some school records in pole vault next year. I'm just gonna tell you.
So I just want you to let me know whenever pole vault day is,
Okay.
because I want to come.
Okay, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna try. I've always wanted to try, so
I'll try if Libby tries.
I'll try if Susan tries.
And I'll try if Alfred tries.
okay.
Deal.
We're all gonna try. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Do you think you'll be any good at it, Aiden?
I'm not gonna try it. I don't know.
I'm not gonna get him out of the sand.
I'm not getting 10 feet up in the air and then falling backwards and breaking my neck.
My fear would be that I would snap the stick and impale myself.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that's a whole new fear I just put in you.
Thanks.
Do not watch videos, girls, when you get home. Do not.
I've already watched.
Oh,
But that is another event that just blows my mind. So before we wrap up with Menifee County, we're going to go to another commercial break. But before that, we have another trivia question.
Trivia number 2.
Question number 2: Who is the only pitcher to throw a perfect game in World Series history?
Alfred.
Brought to you by Jacob's Auto Body Repair and Paint Shop. Is the ultimate pit stop for all of your trusted Thanks.
I can't imagine you almost having a tumble.
You walked in on crutches.
did you tell them how you did it, Aubrey?
We were playing basketball.
We'll
Okay.
save that.
No, we're live right now. We're back. We're back. Yeah. So thank you, Wes. So did you tell everybody how you did that?
How I did my ankle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we were playing basketball and we had a one-on-one tournament. And I was playing someone and I was shooting it and she contested my shot. And when I came, well, she didn't get there. But she tried to. And so when I came back down, I landed on her foot. And I kind of,
Did you make the shot?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
It was me, guys, and no, she did not make the shot.
See,
So
No, that's defense.
exactly.
That's
My
defense.
lockdown defense.
Lockdown.
Just her ankle wasn't locked down. Oh no.
I mean, listen, you got to do some of those Wimby stretches where he walks on the side of his foot and stuff. What if you did the exercises and walked on the sides of them?
Wait. You didn't just sprain it.
No, it's fractured.
I fractured the outside of my ankle, and they think that I might have fractured the inside of it too. They just couldn't see it on the X-rays.
What about the middle? You know anything about the middle?
No, they don't fracture. I don't think they X-ray that.
They could. Improv, probably.
Probably.
So, Coach, when will you start your off-season conditioning? Like, how soon will you get your runners?
Or is it
I know,
just
I know it's a small school and you have athletes that do everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll do cross country in the fall. And I know that these 3 will probably come out. I'm going to encourage. I've been working with the basketball coach, and we're going to encourage and soccer, all the sports that everybody does, so that we can kind of do conditioning together. So they can use the track, and we can, mix all the kids together. They all do multiple sports, and just try to get them better prepared since we're going to have the facility.
Well, and in cross country, all you have to do is run one meet, and you can qualify for region.
Yeah, and we're actually in a brand new cross country course that we've never even had one before either. So we were going to get that as well. So we may even be hosting some cross country meets So we're hoping that they'll come in and run.
And Aiden's like, "Is there sand pits?"
Yeah. He just wants to be at the sand. Yeah.
He's like,
He
"Can I
doesn't
carry
know.
a megaphone? And is there sand pits so I can talk to people?"
Aiden would do anything. He's acting like he wouldn't. If you ask him to jump over anything, he would do it. He doesn't care.
I don't know. He seemed pretty legit that he was not going to pole vault.
I'm not.
We'll see. I'll record it when he does.
Well, like I said, on pole vault day, I legitimately want to be there
Okay.
because
So we can go live.
You're gonna go live? Okay.
we
let's
can
do
do
it.
that. I mean, and I already laid the challenge down. I will try. If Alfred does it first, I will
Okay.
try.
I use it. So
I don't know. It'll be next.
Well, I mean,
track.
you don't have a. There's no track yet. We got to get the track installed. So I don't know, December of
We'll
next
let
year.
you know. We'll let you know.
I mean, that's when it'll be done. So.
No, it'll be done in July.
Oh, it's bumped up like 2 or 3 months already.
It's in July.
They're going to play soccer there.
yeah, you all can come to one of my games.
Yeah. they'll
We
play
will.
soccer.
Oh, that's
We have
happening
a really good team there.
because you have 2 soccer minds here that know the game.
I love
So
soccer.
Easy with the
Yeah, but
soccer
we only have
lines.
one soccer man that shows up to the road show.
Oh,
that'd be me.
Not me, but I will show up to some. I promise. So, when did you all has school let out?
yes.
When was last day of school?
May 17th.
It was our last day of school too. What about Montgomery County?
Like tomorrow.
Yeah, they're still in school.
It's tomorrow.
I'm almost done.
Heavens
I'm,
Lord.
I'm almost halfway done with summer school, and they're not even out of
Turn
school
this
yet.
thing around now.
So, what are your all summer plans?
A lot of a lot of FFA stuff for sure. I stay busy with that for the summer. Summer basketball too. Play some games here and there. Yeah, mainly just FFA and responsibilities in that because you stay busy through that all throughout the year.
He'll
Coach?
probably run every chance he gets, I'm sure.
Yeah, I definitely will actually survive the track and get some play in the sand and
Yeah.
So, would you like to jump in college?
I thought about it before, but to be honest with you, with my future aspirations in FFA and agriculture, I'm probably going to step away from pursuing a sports career in college. I thought about it for a while, but it's just not really for me. And as I've discovered other passions and the career field I want to go to.
Well, so that's I assumed as we were talking, you're very passionate about FFA. What do you hope to do?
So next year you can run for state office as well in FFA. I want to attempt to run for that, but whether I get that or not, I want to either go to the University of Kentucky or Moorhead and be in their agricultural program, obviously, and be in their agricultural sciences department and agronomy or soil sciences.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Can you repeat that word again?
agronomy.
Agronomy
Yeah.
means soil science.
Well, it's crop and soil sciences, and also kind of the business aspect. All of that kind of intertwined.
I think crop and soil science is a lot easier
Yeah,
to say.
I would
So-
agree with that.
So what can you do with that?
So you can work with the USDA or the NRCS, which is the Natural Resource Conservation Service, and you can make field visits to farms all throughout the state, take soil samples for them, take it to a lab, and kind of help those farmers know what type of fertilizers they need to make their fields the best for their crops that they grow.
So just studies dirt.
This is true. I think we are talking to the future director of Department of Agriculture for the state of Kentucky.
I hope. Yeah, listen. You already have my.
Yeah, right.
So, Coach, you're just looking forward to being away from kids.
Well, actually, no, I do love it. I'll be supporting them in basketball. My son plays basketball, so we're usually there anyways. And I try to support these girls as much as I can, as much as I can go. So, hopefully, that's going to be one of the harder parts of it when state is over. That I won't get to see these kiddos. I'm used to seeing them every day, and they're good at making me laugh. So they're pretty good bunch to be around. So I do hate that part of it when the season ends, but all you can do is prepare for the new one, and
Right.
I think we're going to have a pretty great one, and they're all excited. Now next year when they get a real track and they have to run a little bit more in practice,
Right.
I'll get back with you.
Right.
But right now
Right.
they are very excited. So we're
Hey,
just
what does your summer look like?
Basketball.
Basketball. I mean, because it's getting ready to kick in pretty heavy, right?
You play for a travel team?
No, we're trying to get with the travel team, but Drew can't be the coach of it, so we kind of got to find a coach.
So pretty much
We
just,
can
at this
work on
point,
that.
just summer league. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Aubrey.
Well, I don't really know. Might just take a few naps or something.
So, is there any?
around.
Do you have any like timetable that you're gonna have to be in that thing?
I'm not sure. They said the recovery could take 3 to 6 months, so I'm not really sure.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, at least do it right.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, you seem to have done it right.
Yeah. But I have a few church trips to take this summer, so
Okay, cool.
hopefully I'll be okay for that.
So, where you going?
We go to a passion camp, so it's in somewhere far away. I have to take a plane, so hopefully I can find it.
So you're flying.
Yeah, so hopefully I can take some like foldable crutches or something.
It's in
You can-
Daytona, Aubrey.
You can.
It's in Daytona. That's a horrible place
That's a
to have.
terrible place to have to go.
That's awful.
That's terrible. The beach.
Who wants to go there?
Sand stuck in my mouth.
That will be awful.
That's okay.
Hey, but you can take your crutches on plane.
Yeah.
So you said you had a couple. So you're going to Daytona.
We do that, and then we do a lot of just like day trips. Like we go to
cool.
the main event, or sometimes we'll go to Top Golf, certain stuff like that. But it's a lot. We do a lot of stuff for church in the summer. So.
Well, I think you're not going to do much top golfing.
Oh, I got it. I'll crutch.
Please take pictures, Aubrey.
She's gonna compete in shot put
She is.
with a crutch.
Yes,
I think she can hit a golf ball.
I would agree.
Should we talk about what we said though? To take it easy and not get hurt before state.
Okay.
region.
That was not my fault. I did not want to go to practice. She said, "You're going."
Loren did
And look
not.
what happened. So I blame Jamie too because she said she'd whoop me if I didn't go to practice that day.
Lauren actually told us not to be doing anything like that.
I encouraged. I just encouraged. I did not say you had to.
I mean, I'm still completely fine with what I'm doing, but one of us got a little.
Yeah.
You're not going to practice tomorrow, right?
Right. Well, I mean, but you didn't really run anyway. So now you just wanted to double down on it. Like it's like, Coach, I tell you, I don't want to run.
She don't want to wear
Say-
shoes. That's why she has that. She
Were you? I was going to ask. Were you? So you can find your shoes that day.
Those are basketball shoes. They're in my locker.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actual tennis shoes for running. I don't know.
She brought them one day the whole year, and it rained the entire day. And I think she knew that. Yeah.
So, Coach, if we have some young runners that are interested in getting started with track, how would they do that?
I would definitely say cross country. Cross country is, I tell the kids, being in shape for basketball and being in shape for track and cross country is two totally different things. We've had kids come that cannot run at all. The form that they run with is just awful, but you work on it. And once you fix that, that's going to help them in cross country, track, and any other sport that they want to do. It's really good for any kind of footwork that you're going to do anywhere. So that's where I would say start is cross country.
And you were also the cross country coach.
I am also the cross country coach.
So
yes.
did you run cross country?
I did.
Did you enjoy that?
I hated it. My mother was the coach. She made me run. I actually won meet. I was dead last. I was picking flowers for my mother, so I didn't get in trouble because I hated it. But now I love it. I love to run. I run all the time.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that the kids will start loving it.
I did run a practice lap only because Loren ran with me for day.
I did run with them.
That was at 10 in the morning.
We're supposed to run 3 warm-up laps, and I cannot tell you a practice where I actually ran all 3 warm-up.
Well, you should say that out loud.
Yeah.
There's only a few practices.
Lauren already knows. Lauren literally stares at me while I run my one warm-up lap and then go and jump.
I'm hiding that
From anybody.
Yeah.
But they didn't complain. They may not have run their full warm-up last, but
Well-
they did not complain. So
Well, you all have already heard that new track coming.
Yeah.
You're going to do a lot more running. Except Aiden. It's going to be
Eight,
waiting to
eight.
That's right.
I can already hear the number 400 in my head.
yeah, that's right. 4x4.
400.
4x4.
400. All right, so we're going to give out our Athlete of the Month for the Brent We Hunt Menifee County Athlete of the Month. We haven't got there just yet. We haven't taken another commercial break, okay?
Did anybody answer the signal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, did you say the name?
I did.
he didn't. He didn't.
Because last time I did, it caused us to lose sound. So I was not going to tempt fate again.
Okay.
So our Athlete of the Month for Menifee County, we have Lincoln Rogers in baseball, and we have Grace Rogers in softball. Is she still stealing bases?
There's
Coach, Coach, how many stolen bases did she end up with?
40.
43.
roll.
50 was her goal.
Just a little shy. I mean,
But still 40.
43 out of what?
There's 4.
So she got thrown out her very first attempt and didn't get thrown out again. How many stolen bases did you get?
I had more than one.
I know. I know. You were telling us that last time. That's what I was asking.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
Too many to count with.
Right.
Yeah.
You just
Since we have Menifee County on, I want to give a shout out.
shout it out.
So we got a message yesterday, about the middle school girls team,
Okay.
middle school girls soccer team. They have just finished their season undefeated.
Yeah.
And they won the Eastern Kentucky Conference for the second year in a row.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls were undefeated. Boys and girls were undefeated. And the girls have only lost 2 games in 3 years. Same thing with the boys. So hey, shout out to the middle school team, and hey, it's a pretty good future being that you're going to get a brand new turf soccer field.
So that team are 8th graders and they're coming up next year. So that's
Yeah,
our
they'll be-
Oh, Aubrey's like, I'm excited.
yeah.
We're gonna be.
We just got to get you healthy.
I'll be fine. I
She'll
don't
have shoes that time. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
You know where your cleats are. You know where your soccer cleats, and you know where your
Now,
basketball shoes
what
are.
kind of cleats do you like to wear?
Just any of them, really. I like the colorful
No.
ones.
I can see her liking colorful.
It's like comfy.
Nike or Adidas?
I had.
She said colorful. She doesn't care. You're not brand loyal, are you? Just whatever's the colors.
Yeah.
Colorist?
Colorist.
The colorist.
I will have track shoes next year because I'm getting chocolate ones. Not to run in, but to run in.
Because you got to look good.
Do they have spikes on them like the runners?
No, they're flat. They have a lot of
They're like a twisty thing.
traction on them, so
Gotcha.
you don't slip and fall.
They should have like a spinny thing on the.
They should. Like
Yeah.
a little.
Like a little fidget spinner
Those
on
one
them.
shoes that have magnetic things. Yeah. You might have invented
Listen,
something, Aubrey.
yeah, right.
It wasn't me.
$1 million idea.
Nobody heard that.
No, let's act like we didn't hear that. Shh. All right. Well,
Moving
Coach,
on.
thank you all for so much for coming on. We're gonna take a quick break
Mhm.
and let our athletes and coach leave. But before that, we have a final trivia
Question number trace.
This one is for the Goodwin champion.
Goodwin champion. Only box left. In what year were the Athletics as an organization founded? So what year were the Athletics founded? And we'll return after commercial. All right, welcome back, guys, for part 2 of our Win City Sports Cards Coaches Corner. I got it right that time, didn't I?
It was good.
I had to struggle for a second. So part 2, we just welcomed in Eli Leach and Jordyn Smith. They are our winners of the From Corner to Corner and Khemsoft Student Athlete Scholarships from last week. So thank you guys for coming in.
You gonna announce our
Do what?
trivia questions?
Oh, did I not announce the winner or
No,
the
you
answer?
You got the first one, but you missed on the second and the third one.
Sorry, but I told you why, because last time it messed up the sound. So we just answered question 3. The answer is the Athletics were founded in 1901. And Darren, who won that?
Terry Leach.
Terry Leach.
Hmm.
Sounds like that might have been your dad. So, Terry, I believe we have somebody here that will hand deliver the box of cards to you. So, guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
So, senior year wrapping up.
Yeah,
How do we feel about that?
I'm so excited. Can't wait for college. Can't wait for college.
Where are you gonna go to school?
Eastern Kentucky University,
And what's your major?
accounting.
Accounting. So you like numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Jordyn, what about you?
Actually, I'm pretty excited. It's actually went by pretty fast, but I'm going.
That's live.
We cannot edit that out.
That's what's good about live.
I'll be attending University of Kentucky, and I'll be majoring in nursing.
Nursing. Okay. Oh. Both degrees out of my realm. I'm not going to do numbers. I'm not going to do blood.
You're not gonna stick anybody.
No. Nope. Not doing it.
On.
Not.
Can you watch yourself?
I don't even watch myself get tattooed.
Really?
Promise you. They do the little bubble thing that goes under the skin. What's that? The TB test? Almost passed out. Can't do it.
So we're gonna do a live of your tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not gonna watch it.
Oh no!
I'll talk to you guys.
Oh no! I'll have the live out in front of your face.
No, it's fine.
What's happening back there? Oh,
So, Jordyn, tell us what athletics you were involved in this year.
So I'm part of the varsity girls golf team, and then I'm also part of indoor and outdoor track and field.
Okay, and how did track and field season go for you?
It went pretty well. Kind of fell short for me. I have some little knee issues. It's been continuing going on, so that kind of cut me out for the season. But we did pretty good. I think Lacey and someone else, pole vaulters, went to state, so we should be doing pretty good.
Okay, and Eli, you were a member of the baseball team. Did you do anything else?
No, just
Okay.
baseball.
So let's talk a little bit about the end of the baseball season. It was a heartbreaking end.
Yeah, it was.
So, what are some of your favorite memories from playing baseball?
Oh gosh, where to start? Just being there with all of my friends. We put our heart, soul, tears, blood out on that field just to kind of like persevere through all that happened this year, and we were still there. It was great.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it talks a lot about, the character of all the players.
Yeah.
I mean, because there has been, a lot of turmoil, I think is a fair word, and to stick it out.
Yeah.
So, Jordyn, what is something you're going to miss about high school? Got to put you on the spot there. I'll start with Eli next time, I promise.
I guess I would say, just like my class, we're all pretty, especially this year, I feel like we all got pretty close with like the end of the senior event. So I feel like that's definitely something I'll miss. I definitely will miss my golf team. That was a big thing for me. Y'all probably met Chris Spinmore. He's a hoop.
Coach Spoon is a friend of the show for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's definitely something I'll miss. Just the memories that we've made and how close everyone's gotten.
it seems to be a consistent, and we say this almost every time we have someone on, that teams are pretty close to one another, whether it's Montgomery County, Menifee County, Bath County. Everyone, you all get along so well. And I think that's been a change. I think that's been a good change from, I think, our age up to
You're much
now.
older than me.
Oh, well, yeah, you get it.
No, but I do get it. There were, I know, especially from the male perspective, I didn't like most of the people that I played with. But it was, but when the whistle blew and it was time to play, didn't matter that you didn't like them. You just, played for them. But we do hear that often. We hear that, well, it was like a brotherhood. It was like a sisterhood. They're some of my best friends, some of our best times. So that is super refreshing. So, Eli, what's something you're going to miss about high school?
I was gonna say the consistency of like seeing the same people every single day.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna have to meet a whole bunch of new people, and I'm excited about it. But also that consistency is really not gonna be there from high school.
Well, it's so different because, I can think back, shoot, it's almost 25 years ago, I think, that I was graduating. And it's like, you're like, kind of like you said, I was in school every year with the same people.
Yeah.
It's like, so you get used to seeing all these people, and then you graduate, everybody goes their separate way. And I talked to very few people that I went to high school with. Of course, I also moved 2 hours away from where I went to high school. So that does play a part. But, my best friends in life are ones that I've either made in college or I met as an adult. So it's just kind of funny, because I too come from a small town. So you venture out from the small town, you realize that, oh, hey, there is more out there. And some people come back, some people don't. But I have no doubt that both you all will be very successful in what you do.
Thank you.
Neil, the only advantage that they have over what we had is cell phones and Facebook.
True.
We didn't have that back in the day.
West definitely didn't have that back
No.
then.
He had tablets. Literally. Just on tablets.
That's all the phone I had.
It's a rotary phone.
That's right.
Oh, they're gone to the wayside. So, Eli, who was one of your favorite teachers in high school?
Teachers. Miss Cassidy Davis. She was my accounting teacher throughout high school. She kind of taught me that passion that I have for accounting. That's the reason I want to become an accountant.
Well, I was going to ask that. Is it because of her?
Yes, it definitely 100% is.
So, what about accounting do you like the best?
The numbers. I like dealing with money. I like the organized aspect of accounting. How like you have to record every little thing. You have to be very detail oriented with it.
So, what is long-term goal for you in terms of accounting?
Open up my own accounting firm and get my CPA license.
Okay, so you're definitely going back and getting your MBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you have to have anything above the
No.
MBA? Okay.
You just I think it's 150 college credit hours and then you can get your CPA license.
Okay. Is that something you hope to do locally?
I honestly plan on moving to a big city. I feel like there's more accounting opportunities in big cities.
So I agree with you.
Bigger city, more money.
More money. And he likes money. He just said that.
That's right.
Jordyn, who was one of your favorite teachers in high school?
I would have to say Miss Thomas. She was my AP Lang teacher. Personally, she uplifts her students. She never, when you have a teacher, sometimes you don't have that close bond with the teacher, and not all teachers are like, you can go and talk to them, but to her, even now, she's not a teacher anymore, but I see her in the hallways as she's in a different position, and she still makes sure every day to say hi to me and ask me how I'm doing. So, that's overall every student, not just me, but every student. She makes sure she makes them feel welcome and knows that they're good.
I teach myself, and that's, there's days that I don't feel like I'm making a difference. It's like, what am I really doing this for? And then, I hear stories similar to what you said about, well, I remember you used to say hi to me every day in the hallway, or, it's dress as your favorite teacher day and you have kids that come in that are dressed like you. And it's just like, wow, like I am kind of making a difference. But you look at that, that's not just as a educator. You can do that as an accountant. As an accountant, you can do that as a nurse. A lot of what it boils down to is just being a good person, and genuinely caring about people. So you're going into the nursing field. So that leads me to my question. What brought you to nursing?
So, that wasn't my first. I always thought medical field was definitely one of the things because at first I thought about oncology. That for me, cancer is a big part of my family. I lost my mama to it. So that's like close to heart for me, close to home. So I first thought about being a pediatric oncologist, but for right now, I just thought NICU nurse. I'm going to specialize in that, become an RN, specialize in NICU. It's just to me, I love kids also. And I know some people are like, it's heartbreaking. I couldn't do it. But to me, it's different because not all, when you come into the world as a baby, you don't know what you're coming into. And so sometimes they don't have that family. So that could be the first thing that they feel. And you know what I mean?
So my son spent 3 months in the NICU, and I have firsthand knowledge of, one, the infants that are in the NICU are stronger than I could ever be in my entire life. But two, the nurses that are it just failed. That's normal. The nurses in the NICU are just rock stars. And there were several nurses that, obviously we can't be there 24 hours a day, but I felt very confident with my son being there because I knew the nurses and they would call, they would call or they would text us and be like, hey, Noah did this today, or Noah, and such a special place. So do you hope to work maybe at UK, or do you hope to go to a bigger city?
I'm not sure. I've thought about UK, but I've also thought of the hospital in Cincinnati,
Cincinnati
Children's
Children's?
Hospital.
Yep.
I've thought about that, but I'm not sure as of right now. Then
So, but definitely a bigger city to be. I mean, because I guess that's the only place there are. That's where the NICUs are.
Yes, I mean we're close.
Yeah.
Here, Louisville, Cincinnati.
So, when is move-in day? As you well, let me back up. Your last summer before you head off to college, what do you hope to do? And then when will you go to college?
Definitely enjoy the sun, obviously, and the freedom. I'm definitely a beach girl. Love Florida. Hanging out with my best friend. We aren't going to the same college, so we're both kind of heartbroken about that.
Yeah.
But we're only 20 minutes away from each other, so we'll figure it out. But spending time with my family. I'm very close with my mom, so that relationship, we have a good bond. So definitely spend some time with her. And then, what was the next question?
When do you know when move-in day is?
August 18th through it's like that whole week.
Okay.
We don't have the exact day I'll move in, but
Okay. In UK, is that what you said?
yes.
Okay. Eli, what about you? What are you gonna do this summer?
Getting a job at Walmart. So
Okay.
just where baseball is over, I'm not really playing travel baseball this summer, so I need something to do so I don't get bored out of my mind at the house. I'm getting a job at Walmart.
And your dad was like, "You're gonna go work."
Yes, exactly. He pretty much forced me, even if I didn't want to. I was getting a job this summer. But yeah,
So anything other than work, or you just gonna work and stockpile money?
work, try to save my money, try to be smart with it. So yeah.
And then when do you get to move in?
I really don't have moving day, so I'm fortunate enough. I'm living with my aunt and uncle in Richmond,
Oh,
so I
nice.
don't have to pay for the dorms at
Nice.
EKU. So yeah,
So when does school start?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I never do either. Just whenever I got an email that's like,
Yeah.
"School's starting." Dang, that was today. I already missed 2 classes.
Yeah, I'll have to look at my email.
Yeah. So both of you are athletes. Eli, let's start with you. What's one thing that you're 2-part question? What's your favorite moment from playing baseball?
Okay.
What are you going to miss most about playing baseball?
Favorite moment when it was heartbreaking, but it was great at the same time. After the last game this year, having my name announced that I made the all district team.
You did. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. It was awesome. And then still think I've made a family playing baseball, so I'm gonna miss all the guys being around them. Pretty much, I'm around them a lot more than I'm family during the season.
Right.
So
I mean, and that's what I always would talk about. Like you spend more time with those people than you do your own family, especially in season. So those bonds are tight.
100%.
Jordyn, what's your favorite? Golf and outdoor track. What's your favorite moment, and what are you gonna miss most?
My favorite moment from golf, I think, was actually our senior night.
Mhm.
It was actually our last time all the seniors got to play together. When it comes to golf, you don't really play with your teammates. You
Right.
play with random people from different schools. So it was a great chance for us just to play together one last time. And it was especially fun when we all got water guns and got to go for a coach spin warm with those. That was yeah. We got a real kick out of that
As
one.
you should.
But he did get us back, sadly. With indoor and outdoor track, I guess it would just have to be even though I didn't get to run at Region, I would love that I was still there to support them, and they still and felt including me, even though I wasn't running with them. But it's just a great team bonding experience for all of us to hang out there.
Have they done indoor track very long?
No, it's definitely just been these past few years. It's not very I wouldn't say it's not for everybody, but
It's
kind of yeah.
I mean, if you're going to an indoor track, do they have it to where it's flat on the corners, or is it banked up?
Well, it depends. We went to Mason County most times. Mason County and Louisville are the only 2 places that have an indoor track that we've been to. Mason County, they don't raise the curves, but at Louisville, they did.
Gotcha.
So it really depends where the indoor facility's at.
Now, and I have been to Mason several times because they host several cross country meets there, and I've been in their indoor track facility. That's a different. I'd never been in an indoor track facility till I went there. Now, super nice. So, what is your preference? Would you prefer Indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
Outdoor. Well, you said that you're like a beach person, so
Yeah.
you enjoy the sun and
Mm-hmm.
see. I'm total like I want the climate controlled.
I don't want it 30, and I don't want it 95. 70 all the way.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. 70 to 80 is the perfect temperature range.
No, I'm thinking.
That's too
Y'all are out
cold.
of your mind. 66 all day and night.
Dang,
That's
Year round.
big money. That's big money. Now in the winter you save it because it's freezing in there.
It all pays. It all is a
It's
wash.
freezing all year round.
That's funny. So, as you wrap up your senior year, and I guess tomorrow is the last day, but you all have been out for the week, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah, we just have graduation practice, and then we get to leave after that. So.
And when is graduation?
Friday.
Wes, are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you good?
I'm fine.
All right. We'll ask him again on Friday. So, are you ready to get out?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready to have that kind of that added sense of responsibility and the freedom that college brings.
And I mean, you get to really discover yourself. You get to discover new things. I mean, I didn't go to one of these places, but there's Eastern and UK. Like you have restaurants there on campus. It's like, what? You mean I don't have to drive anywhere? I can just walk here and there it is. So Jordyn, what about you? Like, you're wrapping up. Are you ready?
I would say I'm ready. I'm excited to meet new people. I mean, I'm sad to leave some people behind, but I'm also excited to meet new people and get in a new environment.
So, being athletes, do either one of y'all hope to be involved in intramurals or anything of that nature?
I look forward to, at least if I'm not involved in intramurals, going to like the gym on EKU's campus, playing basketball there, just lifting, just to stay active.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's a good way to meet people too.
Yeah.
Jordyn, what about you?
I already also do work out with my best friend. So we run. I try to run anyways with my knee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just plan to run outside of that and go into the gym working out.
Nice. So, were you all dead set on your colleges early on, or was it a decision that you decided on late?
No.
So you were not dead set on it.
Nope. At first I thought I was going to the University of Alabama.
Okay.
Further away from home, but I decided I need to stick closer to home.
Yeah.
That drop, no, too far away from home, not for me.
So was it the drive that ultimately turned you against Alabama?
Not being close to my family is one of the reasons for me. Family is very important to me. That's the thing that comes first for me. So, I mean, also, I don't think I was ready to be by myself yet. So, I feel like when coming to UK, I'm a distance, 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, but I'm also far away enough where I can also, like, grow up.
Right. Well, and I mean, it's one of those, it's like, if you have to come home, it's just a quick drive home.
Yeah.
So what about you, Eli?
Actually, for most of my senior year, EKU was my last option.
Okay.
Murray State was my number one option for most of the senior year. I went down there for their presidential scholarship interview, and my parents made me drive, and I couldn't stay awake on the road at all. It was awful. So that drive deterred me from going there. Then my second option was Bellarmine. Went for a presidential scholarship interview there, didn't get it. So then I just thought the best case financially was to go to EKU. So here I am.
So I went to a small school out of high school, and looking back on it, all my friends went to, and you all seem much more mature than I was. But looking back, all my friends went to, they went to Louisville, they went to UK, Western, and had I went there, like I think it'd have been too much for me to do. I would have got caught up in it. I remember I went to a small enough school that I missed class one day, and the professor saw me walking on the sidewalk, and he came up to me and said, "You missed my class today." And I was like,
Well,
I did. Yes. He's like, "You don't need to miss my class again." And I was like, "Yes, sir. I don't need." And I remember I was taking freshman English, and I talked to one of my high school buddies, and he was at U of L, and I had I think 13 people in my freshman English class. Like I said, I went to a small school, and he was taking freshman, and it was like 350.
yeah.
Of course, I also wasn't a good student, so I would have just fell back to the wayside and probably would have never finished school. Of course, I didn't also have the drive that both of you all have to be successful at that time. I had to grow up a little bit in college. It sounds, just talking to you all today, it seems like that you all have done a lot of that growing up already. Like you got a good head on your shoulders. You know what you're going to do. So that's big congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
And it doesn't hurt that Montgomery County offers the dual credit program. So, I mean, you all have been doing college classes all year long.
Yeah.
So that's a perk and a good thing for Montgomery County, being able to get in there with a college professor, really. And, I know for sure that Allie has had some that she knew already, that you all probably knew already, and you're deal with him fine. And then she had one that was just like, where did this person come from? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, what is happening? So, and that's it's a good sense that you get, because that's what college is all about. I mean, you'll get a teacher that will treat you kind of like high school and check on you and email you and stuff like that. And you'll get some that will from day one go, you don't have to come to my class, just come up for the test. Bad decision.
Bad decision.
You're like, oh no.
Take it from a guy that went to a small school and did that. Bad decision. No.
Does Montgomery County have the degree before diploma program?
I believe they've got something set up through MCTC. Like I know of a couple that's already got their associate's degrees through MCTC and stuff.
I know GRC has it. They had 25 students get their associate's degree
Right
2 weeks before they got their diploma. I didn't know if we had that here.
I think there's something similar. Wouldn't you ask?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about something that happened last night.
Let's talk about it.
And I think somebody that was sitting beside of me was there.
Okay.
Did we fill up the teacher parking lot?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't?
No.
I thought I saw your name on the
So why don't we explain this? What are we doing here?
The senior prank this year was they filled up the teacher parking lot.
Yeah.
What did they fill it up with?
They
Kids.
parked.
Okay, so they
Everybody
parking spots.
Everybody parked.
They camped like overnight.
Yeah, and
I
they
heard-
camped last night.
Yeah.
The only reason I was like, tell me about it was because I saw
heard
your
my-
name.
Yeah, I heard my name was written on
It
the
was
street,
written
and I
on,
wasn't
on
even
the
there.
road. They
Wasn't even
chalked the
there.
road with seniors and whatnot. It said Eli Leach. I was like, oh, good. I can ask him about it. No, he wasn't there.
Wasn't even there. I still have no idea who wrote my name.
Well, somebody did. So you're getting credit for
Jordan, were you there?
Nope. I was
No.
sleeping in my bed. I chose my bed.
She was like,
I like my
camping out,
bed.
camping out. I know. I was one of my colleagues. Her son. They were part of the school newspaper at GRC,
Mhm.
and they camped out in the journalism teacher's front yard. She didn't know anything about it. She woke up and there was like all these tents in her front yard. Her husband was in on it. He knew. And like she looked at the front door, there's all these tents, and so they ended up, going in and making breakfast and all this stuff. But we didn't ever do senior pranks. Did you do a senior prank,
I
Wes?
don't know. I don't remember having senior pranks.
I know our senior pranks kind of got ended after they spray painted. What was it? It was class of 2000, I think. Spray painted class of 2000 all on the outside of the building,
Oh,
and then they proceeded to try to pressure wash it, and they pressure washed basically class of 2000 into the side of the building. So
it's clean.
it's still there. It's still there. So
It's the
Well,
gift that keeps
it's probably still there, obviously.
The effort that counts.
Right. So let me ask you all a question real quick. I
Go ahead,
cut Wes
go ahead.
off. Did you like getting the big check?
Yeah, I carried that thing around school for a hot minute.
Eli, what about you?
I loved it. I've never really seen him that much. I was kind of shocked. Yeah, I love it.
It's like the price is right.
It was
It's a big check.
Man, it's a big check. Where do you cash this thing at?
I thought about taping it to my ceiling so when I wake up I get some motivation.
Here, hand me your. I mean, we're live, and nobody was at honors night, so hand me the big check.
I was there.
Let's
Hank was
get.
there.
I know, but our audience wasn't. Let's just see.
Know that.
This
Sean
is
and
how
Jessica
big our
are-
check was.
It's their check. It's not our check.
The check that we gave out. I bet you can't hear me. The check that we gave out. Here, this is better. Now they can hear me and see it and not look at me.
Yes, can you just hold that the rest of the
Right,
show?
let us hold it right here. The whole rest of the show.
Do
So
not
you can hear me and not see me.
But so this was kind of a hot topic amongst the crew here. There were some people that were not a fan of it. He's currently holding said check. But
He's the one that brought it up.
No, wait a minute, wait. I just thought it's honors night. We don't.
and we honored him with a big check.
Normally, that's not really that. It's like congratulations. It's honors night. It's diplomatic, and here's your scholarship.
What's more diplomatic than a giant check?
What? And this is very true.
Diplomacy at its finest.
And we stuck to our. We stuck to our
uniqueness.
The uniqueness. Darren had his corner to corner shirt on. Sean had his corner to corner shirt on. I was in the crowd because I had to live stream it, and
with no corner to corner shirt on.
No, you're right.
And I wore pink.
And he wore pink with a pink flat bill hat. I mean, can there be anything better?
I'm me all the time.
Yes, you are.
No matter where we are.
And according to Jessica, I got multiple kudos on your socks that night.
It's awesome, man. Tacos.
You
Good luck match.
You didn't wear the clear Crocs, did you?
No, I did not have.
okay.
I had it on.
I had white.
I think they were mine.
He has clear Crocs. You don't want to see that.
I actually have my clear Crocs on. Thank you very much.
Clear Crocs. Crocs are fine.
I have them on.
Oh, yeah. Well, ain't too bad. Well, he's got socks on. Thank you.
Well, guys, thank you all so much for coming on. We're gonna wrap up a little bit, but we got another surprise for you because you both are actually our Khemsoft Athletes of the Week. So congratulations on that. We'll
Thank
get you.
you.
We'll get you your T-shirts over there before you leave.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys. Our Tutu's Dog of the Week because why, Darren?
They got that dog.
Every good athlete has a little dog in them. Is the Montgomery County Track State Qualifiers? We had
Pole
several
vaulters.
two pole vaulters, and then we have our Oni Homer count is up to
22.
22. Her goal was
What's
20.
the state record?
State record.
23.
The state record's 23. So she broke her.
She one more. If she gets one tonight, she will tie it and can beat it tomorrow.
And
Or she could hit 2 tonight.
But
Or
she
she
beat
could
her
hit
own
2.
school record last.
She beat her own school record. She now owns 19 of 22 records in 22 stat categories.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Not
The
bad.
only one she is missing is walks, which she's only one walk short of tying the record for the season. She's 22 short on career. She's a triple short on season and 6 triple short on.
Well, it
This
sounds-
class has been pretty good about. I mean, I think we've had 15 signings this year, somewhere around in there. I think there's been. I've covered a lot of them.
We've
So
had a bunch.
yeah, the class of 2024,
pretty athletic bunch.
pretty athletic bunch. And you know what? This is going to be the only show we have before graduation. So congratulations, class of 2024.
That's awesome. I mean, you've done it. 13 years. You've
Listen, they've helped this podcast out a lot.
tremendously.
Being that we've followed them pretty much from day one.
Yep.
So thank you for class of 2024
Absolutely.
for getting us kind of where we're at and
The
getting us
jump start.
going.
Yep.
Exactly. The jump start.
Yep.
And can't wait to see what they do.
Oh, they're gonna. There's no doubt that they're gonna all do great things.
It's true. And maybe
It's-
we'll
it's
just
great
have
class.
you all on back on if you would want to come back on about
Whenever.
you all were first scholarship winners and we can see where you're at going in a year or two or whatever.
Sounds good with me.
Huh, awesome. We'll get back in touch with y'all for sure. But good luck on everything that you all are doing.
Thank
Like I said,
you.
I have no doubt that you all are both going to be very successful. So we have a call to action, Wes. You want to tell them about our call to action?
Is our call to action being a subscriber?
It is
So our subscription to our page is how much?
99 cents.
just a bit more than this thing right here.
Yep. Well, that was free today, but
That was.
I buy a lot of polo polos.
But here's the thing. We would like to start putting out stuff on just subscription only page on our podcast.
Exclusive.
And we might start doing that. I don't know, come August, September,
Well,
regardless of how many's out there.
if you listen to our Saturday show, you'll find out exactly when we're going to start
There we
doing
go. And so here's the thing. 99 cents. Maybe you'll get to 4 or 5 shows during the month. That's a quarter a show. Who doesn't want to pay a quarter to listen to us just banter?
And we do
It's
a lot of that.
really good. I
We do a lot
promise
of
you.
that.
So go out, subscribe to our page. It's $1. Set it, forget it. You'll never miss that $1. I promise you. It will help us out. You'll get some really good stuff. And that's our call to action.
That's our call to action.
Go
So
subscribe.
get out there and subscribe.
Subscribe.
If
Like. 5-star reviews. Share.
Community.
For the community.
So, guys, there you have it for this week's edition of From Corner to Corner Coaches Corner, presented by Win City Sports Cards. Thanks again to them for becoming our sponsor of the show. Remember to help us promote our podcast, our Athlete of the Week and Month programs. We do what we do for our communities, our teams, our coaches, our students, because they deserve it. Our communities. We'll catch you guys next week.
Stay safe, friends.
Hey everyone, this is Sean with the From Corner to Corner podcast. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. We have Community Trust Bank, who sponsors our studio here on North Maysville. Khemsoft, who is our sponsor of our Athlete of the Week. Tutu Sweet Treats, who sponsors our Dog of the Week. CRC Renovations, Kentucky Realty Group, Jacobs Auto Body, Brett Weehunt's Kentucky Farm Bureau in Frenchburg, sponsor of our Athlete of the Month in Menifee County, and then our newest sponsor, Kelwell Commissary and Simply Secured, who sponsors our From Corner to Corner Road Show. Thank you all for making all of this happen, and we appreciate all of your support. The Moco Four Horsemen would like to thank you for listening to From Corner to Corner. Be sure to go out and follow us on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube. Whatever podcast platform that you listen to us on, be sure to go out and give us a 5-star review. Thanks as always, and we look forward to seeing you next week.